I haven't tried exactly that.
Yeah, that was the only new thing I just tried and started working.
Yay. Let's go, and we are live, I think. Oh, Summers.
I'm not sure I'm alive yet.
Why does Odyssey? why does your Odyssey of the Dragonlords Twitch announcer have the Curse of Strahd thing on it?
Curse of Strahd thing.
Laziness?
No, I changed it.
It's weird.
Right.
There it goes. Yeah, the other one says fresh meat.
Oh, that was yesterday's.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, they were there. We had fresh meat yesterday, so you know.
Yeah. I watched some of it at the beginning and then the end.
Yeah, they're in precarious positions right now. But alright, we are live. We are doing. It is the 19th of June, 8:30 a.m. and we're halfway through the freaking year already. It just boggles my mind. Like, I don't get it. But we're gonna play some D&D. Session 24, Odyssey of the Dragonlords, and they're in They got themselves out of a precarious position last week, thankfully. Because I was a little concerned there for a little bit because of the doggo. But they made it out. Well, they killed the doggo. So I think we'll skip the intros this week, solely because the player or the characters are. Nothing's really changed with their stories right now yet. So I think we'll just do a recap and then get going. Yeah. And yay, it works.
Okay, well, we start the session on Monday, day 18. We had left with a cliffhanger. We had Nicodemus and Demetrius had just destroyed a sphere which exploded, and at the last time we saw our heroes, almost all of them were unconscious. But we retconned a little bit, so we start off with Nicodemus looking at the three-headed dog that had just awoken due to the explosion, and its eyes slowly close as it falls back asleep. And we found out the only party member down is Demetrius, who is gifted a chat potion by Nyla Gray. Thank you, Nyla Gray. Now the sphere has exploded. Nicodemus sees that another tunnel leading to the south is revealed. And the Forge Keeper says, freedom. Corbin finds out from the Forge Keeper that the Forge is where the dog is. We ask several questions about if we can leave her and if the dog will kill her if we leave her there, because we are in great need of a long rest, and she is unsure. She explains that she has a contract that its people, referring to Nico, made her sign that states that she's not allowed to leave the Forge, and Nico suggests a new arrangement. She says that her contract is in the blast furnace area where the dog is. If we destroy it, she would happily make another arrangement with us. When Demetrius suggests leaving her to rest, she responds with typical centaur, so we don't know what her history is with that kind of being. He says, we're not in any condition to fight, suggests we go upstairs, and she hisses, what heroes you are. Nicodemus calls the dogs to him. They whine as they slowly go to him. Arcadia then asks the Forge Keeper if she will survive without them. She says depends on if Fluffy, meaning the three-headed dog, wakes up or not. Arcadia says to her, I'm sorry, but one thing I've learned in war is that you cannot protect anybody if you're dead. And the Forge Keeper says, very well, typical heroes. I expect nothing else from mortals like you. She looks at Nico with hatred in her eyes. And Arcadia says, this dwarf is different. He should not be condemned for the sins of his fathers being the dwarves who had made her sign the contract that trapped her in the forge. And she says, all dwarves are the same. Then the Forge Keeper says to Arcadia in Sylvan, not knowing that Nico speaks Sylvan as well, she says, you are kind of ferocious warriors. Be careful of the friends you choose. And she looks at Nico. Everybody goes upstairs except for Arcadia, who believes that they're only going to do a short rest. She stays with the Forge Keeper because she had promised her she wouldn't leave her. As she leaves after an hour and a half, she realizes that the party is probably taking a long rest. The Forge Keeper says, if you must go, go. And Arcadia says, I will return and we will take care of matters. The Forge Keeper says, that's what Vulcan said 400 years ago. And Arcadia says, I am not Vulcan. I am from Themis and we keep our word. The Forge Keeper says, we will see. So we don't know what kind of background she has with Vulcan. During the time she spent with the Forge Keeper, she found out that the Forge Keeper has been imprisoned for centuries and fosters a burning hatred for all dwarves. The dwarves summoned her to the mortal world and then bound her within their forge. So that does not sound like she was willingly signing a contract. She also powered the forge, and she used her skills as a metalsmith to help Vulcan craft many powerful mithril and adamantine items. She knows how to restart the forge and is willing to do so if the party agrees to release her from her contract. So the party goes upstairs, takes a long rest. They wake at midnight of Tuesday, day 19. Arcadia and Demetrius hear footsteps approaching. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Great, okay. We hear the footsteps approaching, the crunching of gravel from the tunnel leading to the south, and it is Kyra. We go back downstairs, but not before Kyra pulls the lever on the elevator and says dragon in Dwarvish. Demetrius says, don't anybody say anything. When Arcadia shares what the Forge Keeper said with the rest of the party, Kyra responds to her and says, that sounds like a plan. So it sounds like Kyra agrees that this is the thing we should do. When Demetrius enters the room with the vat, the Forge Keeper pops out of the magma and throws a spear at him, which hits. Oh, I forgot to mention that upstairs, when the Forge Keeper was dissing the party for leaving her, Demetrius called her a bitch, which started a whole feud, which this is part of the result of. And
talk shit, get hit.
As we go in there, we do not see the dog. And Nicodemus calls Demetrius and Corbin down to the area where we last saw him. It looks to be a dead blast furnace. There are 4 large stone vats lined up against the walls. Spouts extend from the walls over the tops of the vats, and at the center of the room there is a 3-foot wide circular hole. And as Nico moves further in, he hears a melodic voice calling out and saying hello to him in Dwarvish. Eventually, 3 voices talk to him, and we realize that it is the Cerberus. He does not want us to relight the forge because his mistress asked him to guard it after the creature from below destroyed his mother. We do not know who this is, and by the way, this conversation is only understood by those of us in the party who speak Dwarvish. And we find out that
Hey, Ralph.
Nico finds out
Hey.
that his mistress is Lutheria.
Hey, Ralph.
And they're in the middle of talking when Corbin rushes forward and tries to does grapple the dog. We get into a fight. Camos cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on it, but his effort is not taken advantage of the first time because we continue to attack it. But the second time he does, we regroup, stay at range because this dog can kill us with one bite. Kyra and the Forge Keeper are having a conversation, not paying attention to the battle, or purposely ignoring it, I should say.
Talk shit. Get hit.
We finally beat the dog, and let's see what.
I have been having the shittiest internet connection for like the past week.
Past
Is
month.
it? Yeah, what's going on? What's new?
I couldn't tell you. It annoys the hell out of me. I think it's back up.
Yeah, we're back. I was just saying that we are going to have to deal with the Forge Keeper because she and Demetrius, she was dissing us for wanting to leave, but we needed a rest. And he called her out, and they're fighting about it. And also, thanks to Spencer and Drake takes for the bits.
Biddies, chibbities. Alright. Make sure everything is working again. I think so. Alright, so yeah, that's a really good recap. We need Arcadia recaps for Strahd games now too.
Yeah, we need to start. Yeah, hiring Arcadia for all of them.
Oh, for the Strahd, because there's going to be a whole month in between that time.
Yeah, that's true.
And I could say things like Silas. His eyes suddenly looked different as he looked at Volker.
Yeah.
Silas got his heart. Silas got his heart eaten.
Poor Silent.
Poor Silas. Anyways, yeah. So, you killed the doggo. Nico is a Nico spider, and the salamander and Kyra are just kind of hanging out. And the salamander congratulates you and gives a golf clap.
And gives a what?
A golf clap.
It's like a sarcastic.
Oh, yes. No, I know what that is.
Amitrius will walk to Kyra and he will say, if we go fetch Vulcan, can he force her to relight the forge?
And the salamander says she can speak for herself.
Yes, but you're more likely to lie about it.
If you get my contract, destroy it, I will relight the forge.
But we could also get Vulcan and force him to make you relight the forge without destroying the contract, right?
Arcadia looks at Demetrius and says, force the god of forges to do something?
I will say get him and make Vulcan force the salamander, not force Vulcan.
Make Vulcan force the salamander?
I mean, he wants
make the god?
Relax, Arcadia. I mean, he wants the forge relit, right? So he will likely help us achieve that goal of his. Now that we've made this place safe.
Oh yeah.
I think I remember him saying, "Relight our forge. Relight my forge." That was the goal, was to have it relit. He wouldn't say he would help us.
Well, I'm just exploring options. Kyra, can we somehow force this salamander to do it?
Maybe if you talk to her nicely.
Rin's gonna go look for the contract.
Okay.
I was gonna say Arcadia is walking very purposefully down to the blast furnace to go look.
Escort dashes past you.
Yeah,
Nico's
so
gonna drop his wild shape and during this time.
So while Demetrius is being Demetrius, Corbin, you come in here with Arcadia, and you see kind of set up over there a bunch of coins, and you see a very nice trident, a bunch of javelins, and a rune tablet.
All right. I take it the rune tablet is the contract.
You can ascertain that, yes.
Is it? Can I read it? Is it written in a language I understand?
I don't think it's actually. They have it. Let me look. It doesn't say. I would think it's probably in Dwarvish because of dwarves.
Okay, well, I will grab it to take to Nico. And how many javelins are there?
Yeah, let me put that in. I'll put it on party sheets.
I could use some javelins.
I will say I think it's a bad idea to free her. She's unstable.
Are you taking the money as well? I'm assuming.
Yeah, spread it to the party.
All right. It is all in party sheets.
I like the sound effect. You need any javelins, Demetrius?
Actually, I got rid of my special javelins. Yeah, I could use 2 more.
Alright, they're in there.
Don't forget to pick up that javelin of lightning on the ground.
I already got that.
Alright.
Yeah, I think you retrieved that right
you
quick
said
and
the
already.
trident looked possibly magical?
It's a nice looking trident. It looks like that.
Maybe Chalmo should pick that up and identify it.
So
Okay.
you pick it up and you hear in your voice, "Hello."
Oh no. It's
No.
not.
No.
Please no.
No.
Hey, do you have a name?
No, it doesn't actually, Dark.
It's got a big W
Maybe it wants
on it.
it wants to talk to Ophelia. Remember Ophelia in the book? You still have there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright, I will carry the rune tablet over to Nico and say, Nico, can you read this? What's it say?
To read it.
Yeah,
It's got words on it. I'm assuming I could read it.
Yeah, it's a standard dwarven contract saying that the salamander will work and create weapons for 500 years and is not free to leave. And after the contract is up, she can go. It's essentially like that.
Is there,
it's a standard contract. No, like hidden clauses or any crap like that.
So there, it can easily be interpreted that she also has to light the forge for this contract, or is that not part of it?
No.
But she said she would like the forge if we break the
Oh.
contract.
I'll take the contract and I'll go over to the salamander and I'll say, do you swear to light the forge and help if the forge becomes unlit for any reason? If I tear up this contract?
I will, if you give me the contracts, I will relight the forge.
And you will leave us alone and not harm us in any way?
She looks, glares at Nico and Demetrius. Very well.
Then I will hand over the contract. I will...
Clearly plan to kill us.
You will give her the contract?
Yes.
All right.
Or
so
tear it up or whatever needs to be done.
I'll just reiterate, I think that's a bad idea.
So she takes it and immediately melts it. And rushes, pushes, she's going to push Arcadia out of the way, like shove her out of the way, and rushes right up to Demetrius. Move.
I will keep my weapon drawn and I will slowly back aside.
And she will go to this hole and disappear down it.
Does it light up?
About 30 seconds later, you can hear it start to ignite.
Cool.
Nice.
Was there any boats over here on this dock?
There was not.
I'll say, what manner of demon have we freed here today?
I am not
I'm
the
curious to
demon
check out-
horse.
Oh, is she back? Did she come back out?
She did.
Arcadia was on her way down there to look at the tunnel to the west, but she.
Alright, so you come up to this tunnel. It looks like another big hole like you had seen previously. Or that Nyx had seen. Oh, yeah, the one that you guys had seen prior up above the elevator, and you sent Nyx all the way down.
Oh, so it's just a continuation of the rift.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to jump down it?
No. Looks like I'm 30 feet up still.
Oh,
Can you take that off? Oh no, I'm going up higher.
there we go.
Is there anything else to be found in the blast furnace area?
There's not.
I will eye the salamander up and I will say, so, what is your plan now? Going to burn some innocent villagers?
She stares at you. She's like, no, but I'm thinking of having Centaur tonight for dinner.
Oh, well, I might know a few that could use a little bit of roasting.
I'm looking at one right now.
Too bad. You swore a vow not to harm me, so...
I swore no vow.
Well, sounds like a vow to me.
I agreed, but I didn't swear nothing.
As far as I'm concerned, we are best friends now, Salamander.
Then you should speak to your best friends with some respect.
Well, what is your name then?
My name is Salamander.
Wait, that's your name?
Or,
I thought it was a girl.
Or Forge Keeper, if you will.
Do you plan to stay here until Vulcan comes back?
I will stay 1 year.
1 year. We will let Vulcan know that you are here waiting for him.
And she says, now I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Why do you smell like fish?
I was cursed by a trickster god.
What's this trickster god's name?
I do not know, but if I find out, I swear I will kill them.
And if you find out, please let me know so that I can send them a fruit basket.
Oh, you like the smell of fish, do you?
I do.
Well, if you want to escape, we'll open the waterfall and you can go out. Until we meet again, which I'm sure will be soon because Vulcan promised to craft us some tools.
You trust in... okay.
You say that Vulcan is not trustworthy?
You can make your own assertions.
So far, he has proven himself to be an upstanding dwarf with integrity and honor.
Yes, who locks creatures like myself up for 500 years. Yes, great.
Didn't you sign that contract willingly?
No.
Then, did they bind you with magic?
What do you think I had you destroy the sphere for, horse?
That sphere was made by the dwarves?
That's what kept me imprisoned.
Ah. Vulcan could have warned us about it.
Like I said, dwarves aren't to be trusted.
I get your point, Salamander.
Corbin will look over at Steve and say, maybe you were right to be mean to him.
And Steve will say, mean to him, but I love the old man.
He says, Grandpa?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, Corbin says it's time we be leaving. I guess we have to take the elevator back since we have no boat.
Okay.
Well, Arcadia wants to investigate that room. I'll just say that she looks down it and sees what Corbin saw, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I'll tell her it's a dock area that had a secret entrance to the outside that I opened. But you needed some kind of boat or something to go out it.
Well, you do feel like if you ever had like a boat or something and you sail over here, you could probably use this dock.
Mm-hmm.
Should leave it open then.
I
We
did
need
open
a
it.
boat anyway.
Okay.
No, we should leave it close to keep it hidden because we know where it is, right?
How
Then
will
we,
it get
but then
through?
we wouldn't be able to get back in from the sea.
That's true, but do we want other people to know about it?
No one will
I
come
don't
up
think we
here.
want. No?
Vulcan knows about it already.
Yeah.
The next person to come here will be Vulcan.
We hope. I mean, I don't know
But we hope.
what kind of people have like come around here, and I think it's safer to keep it hidden.
Alright, I'll go ahead and close it. Pull the lever.
Should we look for ancient dwarven skulls? You know, the ones
Yeah.
that we were meant to bring
Oh,
back.
we already picked them up when we were upstairs.
Yeah, but those were
Those
like...
weren't ancient. Yeah, let's go look around.
You know, ancient's a
Let's go look
relative
into
term.
those.
There's
That's
dwarven skulls.
Alright. Well, Arcadia is going to take her leave of the Forge Keeper. You shall go to her and bow her head and say goodbye.
Alright. And Kyra will say this. As she also will go over here.
Nico sticks his tongue out at the salamander. Yeah.
And
Oh,
she will she will stick hers out too, but hers is long and forked.
I will ask Kyra, how do you know this being?
Oh, we were friends once.
Before she was enslaved?
Uh-huh.
How do you become friends with a creature like that? Is it even from this world?
No.
I suppose it's god business.
Yeah, she came here, we ran into each other, we drank some Sambuca. Vulcan found out that she can light forges and he wanted a salamander, so he kind of captured her and made her, you know, work for him, and it's a thing.
And you were okay with that?
No, but he's my brother, what can I do?
Beat his ass?
I tried. But Pythor decided we needed weapons, and you know he's the king.
You know, you could, well, not you, but I suppose Vulcan could have at least like offered her a reward or tried to guile her into servitude instead of slavery.
Yeah, I agree. Vulcan's precarious, but it's
Seems,
you know, this was 500 years ago, and there was a war, and you know, it happens.
Yes, well...
Corbin
I
waves
suppose-
to Kira as they get into the elevator, and he starts trying to play his bagpipes. He's gonna play hot stuff as we leave the forge.
And it sounds very good. And
What's up with the spooky music, by the way?
oh, it's just wind. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, but we shouldn't take it as something ominous that it just kind of like kicked up in the past couple minutes, right?
No. That one might sound better. And she, as you guys are heading up, Cairo say, "Well, thank you for freeing Sally. Sometimes she's not the nicest, but you know she's free now." But, dear Centaur, we need to talk about your manners.
I'll say she started it.
She said you called her a bitch.
After she insulted me.
Well, how did she insult you?
She called us cowards and useless heroes.
Why?
Because we almost died trying to save her.
But she'd call you useless heroes because you almost died for trying to save her?
Yes, it makes no sense.
No. Did you leave?
Arcadia breaks in and says it's because we needed to take a rest. We needed to take a rest, and she didn't want us to leave.
Oh.
Well,
Salamanders.
we were almost dead. We couldn't fight a Cerberus when we were barely breathing.
That's true. I don't know.
Well, whatever. I think I managed to make it up with her. Like, I don't think she hates me as much anymore.
Maybe not. She didn't eat you, so.
It was a
Anyway.
minor misunderstanding.
Kyra, how did you get here so quick?
So quick, you guys were sleeping. I set off right after I talked to you, and I'm just a little faster than you. Plus, you were sleeping, and you know, it's a long time, and plenty of time to get here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, though, mainly because you guys took a long rest. Like, if you didn't take a long rest, you wouldn't okay.
Arcadia is anxious to get going. She says she's curious what happens if Demetrius blows the ivory horn, and she's also curious to see if it looked like anybody went down that rope ladder on the ledge on our way to the mines.
Oh, we
Okay.
pulled the ladder up.
Yeah, I thought you did too.
We did, but if someone used it, they might have let it go back down. She's curious where it leads.
Alright, so yes, you get back up. The rope ladder is indeed down. Do you climb down it?
I'm gonna send Nix.
Okay. So she goes down, she flies down, and you can see where that's path for the waterfall is. Like that, like this right here. That's where the rope ladder ends up.
So it's just the way to get down there. But is there anything or anybody down there that she can see?
Not that she can see.
Arcadia tells the rest of the party.
Wonder what went down there.
And I guess I can't see. Do I see any tracks leading to the rope ladder?
No.
Well, shall we leave? Go back to
Yes, I think our
Astoria?
work here is done.
If we leave this place, I will blow the horn. In the
Yeah,
place
you're
where
supposed to
they're
blow it on the banks. Yeah, the banks of the River Archelon.
Okay.
Yeah, where they met us. Yeah.
Yeah, you blow the horn, and a few moments later, Hukar and the other centaurs end up showing up, and they profusely thank you for rescuing the other two centaurs, even though the centaur said that you were calling them names and being mean, but he understands.
I'll say that was Steve here. He's a troubled man. I'm glad they
Make
are
Steve
okay now.
apologize. Make Steve apologize.
Steve wouldn't do that.
Steve wouldn't do that.
So, I'll say, by the way, we do not need to be enemies. We do not need to go to war with all of the humans. We can find a different solution for all this.
He kind of stares at you and he'll ask you if you've gone soft.
I'll say, tell the troglodytes that captured your friends if I've gone soft. They're all dead now.
You killed them all.
Most of them, yeah. Who knows if one or two scurried away.
Nice. He says, now for your reward. So, he pulls out 3 vials. And he says, these are concocted from the blood of my tribe, who are blessed by the Lord of Storms, the Ocean Father, Lord Sidon. I understand that you are prophesied to confront the Titans, but I encourage you to consider Sidon's great wisdom.
I'm not sure if you will believe this, but I have actually met Sidon. And, well, he's certainly a great being.
It was shocking.
Yes.
It's an electrifying experience.
Oh,
Yes. Well, I will keep that in mind.
And he will hand you the vials.
Okay, can we identify them somehow?
Can you ask him what they are?
Yes. What do these do exactly?
Well, if you drink them for 1 hour, you will gain what's in the game world is called temporary HP that lasts for 1 hour, and you also will be under the effect of the bless spell.
Very nice. Thank you.
I'd
Oh,
like
what
to
spell?
check them for toenail clippings.
No, you look at him, you kind of shake it up. The blue liquid bubbles and steams as if it's boiling.
I will take one of them, and you guys can take another.
What did you say? Bless spell?
Oh,
Yes.
Potion of heroism. Very nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Corbin reluctantly takes one, but he shakes his head and goes, well, it won't be the first time I've tasted the blood of Sidon.
He just kind of looks at you.
Damn it. I just got kicked off.
You did. And another thing, give me 2 seconds. I need to find something right here.
Did anybody else get kicked off, or was it just me?
Just you.
Like it's just you.
Just the Mac user.
Ooh.
The Mac user is usually just fine. It's the internet in this random Airbnb.
Uh-huh.
That could be more likely.
It's the Airbnb in my area, because Jesus. 2 seconds. I gotta find the thing. Full on, that's his name. His name is
Getting
full
a
on.
message, please insert $5 for another 10 minutes.
Love to do that.
I've been to, when I lived in Seattle, used to go to internet cafes. It was kind of cool. So you see also standing, if they're done talking, you see there's a centaur behind him, and he kind of whispers to the centaur in charge. And the centaur looks at him and says, if you must. And this guy, he looks like that.
Definitely the centaur of attention.
What a Chad. Do I recognize him?
Wow.
You do not recognize him. And he looks very drunk. And he says, "Which one of you wants to fight me?"
I will step up and I say, I want to fight you.
Aha! Fist fights, fist fights.
Very well.
Aha! And let me throw him over here. And you can be over here.
I will take off my armor and my robe of climbing. One. He killed Cerberus.
Yeah,
Okay.
he gets one for killing the Cerberus. With the
Admit it,
Zendo.
he would immediately try to take one.
Yeah.
That's his style.
Alright. So, you said you took off your armor and your weapons and all that stuff? Or did I break up? Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I took off the armor and weapons.
Alright. And he says, "My name is Falon, and I will kick your ass."
I say, my name is Amitrius. I'll say, give it your best shot. And Amitrius is a little bit wounded,
He is.
but that won't deter him.
He says, "Horse, you can go first."
I will charge at him and I will throw a punch.
Nice. Alright, and then he will try and kick you with his hooves.
Oh shit.
Meant it when he said kick your ass.
I'll
Come at
return the
thee.
favor.
Oh.
Ha ha ha! You weakling.
Who is weak now?
Ha
Damn!
Carver's like,
There's
this is
just
going to be a
dancing up
very
each other,
long
kicking.
fight.
Oh, almost a crit.
ha!
I'll fly back and fall over beaten.
And that is not lethal, obviously. And then he will raise you up. He said, "Come back, come back."
I'll get up and I'm spitting out blood and I'll put my arm around his shoulder and I'll pat him and say, well fought, well fought.
Yes, yes. You are my people. You are my kind of people. Can I talk to you?
Of course.
Yes, haha. Cool, cool. I am from Scorpion Island, and I recently lost my dear mortal rider, and I need a new rider.
I see. Are you looking for recommendations?
And he looks at all of you. One of you!
I will point at Kyra and I'll say I've had good experiences with her.
And you see his face kind of turn pink a little bit. But she's so pretty.
No, that's a woman worth riding, isn't it? Or riding on. I mean.
Subliminal.
Freudian slip.
Yeah, it's Amitrius said that actually, but he quickly changed his mind. I mean, a woman worth riding on your back.
And he says, "How about it, my dear? Would you like to become my rider?" And she says, "Okay." and we'll climb on his back. And he says, "Ah, I live again. Thank you. You have saved me from torment and death."
Corbin looks at Demetrius,
Anytime,
just
friend.
like, why do some centaurs like people riding them? How odd.
Yeah, there are things about our race that go back a long time. But yes, it is an honor for us to be ridden in at some points, depending on the person doing it and the reason.
Well, not even. That's... You have heard of my tribe, yes?
I was captured as a child. What is your tribe?
Oh, I am part of the Scorpion tribe. We are cursed centaurs. We are doomed to transform into monstrous scorpions when we reach adulthood, but the only way to overcome this is to bond with a rider and leave the island. But if my rider is to die, I have 1 10-day to get a new rider, or I will transform into a scorpion. What's up, Mad Cats? Yes, happy Father's Day. Oh, that is today.
That is a terrible fate. Say, do you have a map of where this Scorpion Island may be?
It's in the Cerulean Sea.
The Cerulean Sea holds many islands.
Uh-huh. It's, if you go south, you can't miss it. It looks like a big, scorpion. And you should be able to see a black stone tower at the island's center.
I'll say thank you, Fodon. Perhaps one day I will visit and see if
penthouse
something
floor.
can be done about this curse.
If you do, beware of the Lotus Witch.
She is the one responsible for this terrible affliction.
Yes.
Very well. Thank you for this information and for a good fight.
Yes, yes, yes. One day you shall grow up and to be strong as me. Haha.
Indeed.
I think carrying a rider has made him stronger.
Don't get any ideas, Corbin.
Now, he looks back at Kyra. What shall I call you, my dear? She says, I'm Kyra. Would you like to go get drunk? and she says, well, you know, that you guys are heading back to Astoria and are to talk to the king. And he's like, oh, you're those. Okay. So essentially you have a new companion.
Nice.
Right. So, bang. All right. I would say we'd probably ride a boot there. What do we do now?
Guess we should
I
head
need
back.
a rest as soon as possible.
Just took a long rest lesson.
I was gonna say
like,
we should probably head back to Astoria.
All right.
Let's say just had a long rest.
Collect our reward.
Thank you, Steve.
Out of character.
So I'm guessing
It wasn't Steve,
what
it was Billy.
if we woke up at midnight on Tuesday and then went, so it's probably really, really early in the morning, correct?
Yeah, like 1 or 2 in the morning.
A good time to walk to Astoria.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
dog one-shot you.
A random encounter one shot you.
Killer bunny rabbit.
Killer bunny rabbit. Alright, so we want to head back to our story, or are you going to try and camp out until it's day, like morning, or what?
I think we should just head there.
Okay. Somebody roll a percentile die. You want 20 or up.
Okay. And I got below.
Okay.
Here comes the one-shot.
I've got 5 HP, I'll be fine.
Close to you too.
Yeah. That's gross. Alright, so it's nighttime. Let me grab a map, because we're gonna have an encounter. Dun, 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 road. I hate my internet. I really hate my internet. Yes, I do. Yeah, I keep dropping my internet. It's so ridiculous. It's not even funny. Sure. That's pretty good on this.
And I'm back.
Ah, got kicked out, eh?
Yep. Internet blew up again.
So I picked the right time to go run to the toilet.
Yes, it was a perfect time actually.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Ah,
Well, let's back up. I just blame Chicken Nugget. Ba, 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 la, dee, da.
Yes, it's working.
Just making sure.
Squeaker, huh?
Yay, my note got saved.
Nice. Alright, Alright, y'all should be able to position yourselves accordingly before that line, however you want to travel.
I'll be limping behind because I'm almost dead.
Handling it quite stoically.
Medic! Alright, so we had Corbin and Kamos up front?
I guess so.
Alrighty.
Almost the tank.
Kamos
Yeah.
the tank. Kamos the tank today. Almost like Kamos the tank engine.
Almost Camos Chameleon.
Oh yeah. So the both of you, as you're walking along, you hear some loud snoring coming from up the path or the road.
I will hold up my hand, military style, for everybody to stop.
Your
And I will-
fist up.
I will try and peek around the corner and see if I can see what it is.
It looks like a creature like this, and it is
Ah.
it is currently sleeping.
Oh my god.
I suggest we back away slowly.
Right about there.
I don't know. Do you think we could just circle around and give him a wide berth?
Yes, I think we should do that.
It's just a question, can we find the path?
And Mitris will say, normally there is a great glory in slaying a creature like this, but I can see the logic in avoiding it for now.
And keep in mind you are on the plane, so yeah, it's not like you won't be able. Even if you like go out a little bit, you'll be able to find the road again.
What just happened? I'm having trouble internet.
We found some weird creature, but it was sleeping, so we're trying to walk away quietly.
Great.
It's like a one-eyed, one-eared purple people eater type thing.
Like a giant without a head. But its face is at its belly.
Ooh. Ugh. That doesn't sound good.
No. It's hideous.
It could be friendly.
I will try to
Yeah,
stealth
what if
away.
If he has a weird cartoon voice. Hi guys. No, I kind of think this thing, if it does talk, it just goes.
It's like Krang. If you know who Krang is.
There is nothing that can convince me this thing is friendly.
No. Don't think so.
So I'm trying to back away, and I'm urging everyone else to do it. Come with me.
Oh yeah.
Group stealth check?
Yes.
Arcadia's naturally in the back.
Need to beat a 6.
We all individually have to beat a 6?
Collectively. So as long as let's see, as long as 3 of you beat a 6, you're good.
Health check.
Yes.
I just discovered that group stealth checks are a thing like last week.
So I guess Demetrius starts to back up, and he trips over his hooves. Lands with a loud clatter.